I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to get your real estate license in New York. So if you want to sell real estate in the greatest city in the history of the world or anywhere in New York State, then this video is for you. First off, before I get into that, I wanted to share with you some exciting news that we're currently sponsoring agents throughout all of New York State by covering the entire cost of the New York State approved real estate licensing course, guaranteed with absolutely no cost and no obligation to you. So if you're interested in this, then email me. My email is in the description below. So if you're in New York and you want to become a real estate agent, there is absolutely no reason not to do this. There is no downside to you. So email me with the email in the description below and we'll get you one step closer to getting your license today. So now let's get into the video and let's begin with the basic requirements that you need to meet in order to be eligible for your license. I want to quickly disclaim that this is only the current process that I'm aware of based on my research at the current time of filming of this video, and definitely to check the local laws as everything is subject to change, to verify everything that is in this video, and to do your own independent research as well. The first requirement is the age requirement, which stipulates that you need to be at least 18 years old in order to be eligible for your license. The second requirement is a clean criminal record. According to Department of State, if you've been previously convicted of any kind of felony or offense, then you will automatically be disqualified from obtaining a real estate license. The third requirement is the education requirement, and this stipulates that in order to obtain your license, you need to have obtained at least a high school diploma or a GED. So the basic requirements are to be over the age of 18 with a clean criminal record and a high school diploma or GED. The next step is completion of your New York State approved real estate salesperson licensing course. The duration of this course is 77 hours, and you will have anywhere from 6 months to 1 year's time to complete your course depending on the course provider. You could take your course with in-person classes, but most common nowadays is to take your course online, where you could do it at your own pace when your schedule permits. The cost of the online real estate school can be anywhere up to a few $100s, so don't forget that we will sponsor you and cover the entire cost for you if you email me with my email in the description below. If for whatever reason you don't want the sponsored course, then when I got my real estate license, I used a CE shop, and they offer comprehensive and affordable real estate courses, so I'll leave the link in my description to the course that they offer as well. And also I made a video comparing all the different online real estate schools, so I'll also link to that if you want to check that out and compare and see what the best school is for you. So now that you have your school, you will work on completing that 77-hour course, and the time it takes you really depends on how much time that you have to dedicate to it. This could take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months, depending on how many hours per day you have to watch the content and to complete the coursework. Once you finish your coursework, you will schedule with the course provider to take your final course test at a testing center at a time and place that works for you. Once you pass this test, you will receive your official certificate of completion of the course. This is not your licensing test. This is the test to confirm that you've completed your course, and once you pass that test, you will receive your certificate of completion for the 77-hour New York real estate course. The next step now is going to be to schedule and take your official state licensing test. The fees required by New York State itself to obtain your license are a $65 application fee, $15 written exam fee, and if applicable, a $10 change of name fee, and $10 duplicate license/registration fee. The $65 renewal fee is for when you renew your license, which will be every 2 years, so this will not be a fee that you incur until 2 years after receiving your license. You will need to schedule your real estate exam on the Department of State website through eAccess New York, where you will need to pick a time and place to take your test, and this is also where you pay the $10 written exam fee. Make sure that you study well for this test, because the passing score is 70%, but you will only have 2 chances to take this exam. If you want to take it again after that, then you will have to retake the 77-hour course again and repay for it and then complete it, and then you will have another 2 chances to take your course again. So to avoid that, just make sure that you study well and you should have no problem passing your test on your first or second try. What you are required to bring to the testing site is a current and valid government ID and the page that you were requested to print on eAccess New York when you scheduled your test, which is the summary of your submission page. Also, be sure to bring a no keyboard battery-powered calculator, as this is permitted and there will most likely be some math questions on the exam as well. The test is comprised of 75 multiple choice questions and you will have 1.5 hours for completion, so my suggestion is to take as much of that time as possible that you need to pass and to review your answers. The only place where the scores are reported are on eAccess New York, and it can take up to 2 weeks or so for the results to come in. You will not receive a numeric grade and it will only be reported as a pass or a fail. Once you learn that you passed your test, the next step is to find a sponsoring broker. As a real estate agent, you are required to work at a licensed real estate brokerage, so you will need to find one to sponsor your license. This is the company that you work for and represent. For me, I chose Keller Williams, which is in my opinion the best overall brokerage, especially for new agents, so I'll leave my video in the description for everything about Keller Williams if you're considering them. But with brokerages, there's no one size fits all, so I also made videos on how to choose the right brokerage and the top 10 interview questions to ask, so I'll link both of those videos in the descriptions below as well. Now that you selected your brokerage, the next step is to complete and submit your real estate application to the Department of State along with the required fees. Another quick note is that exam results are valid for 2 years before expiring, which means that you will have to apply for your license within 2 years of passing your course to be eligible to obtain your license. I don't know why you would wait longer than 2 years anyways, but since this is part of the law, I just figured that I would include it as well. You can download the application on the Department of State website, where you will fill out all the requested information and then submit along with the check or money order of $65 for the application fee to the licensing division of the Department of State in Albany. And just like that, once your license is approved, you are officially a real estate salesperson in the greatest state of New York, and I hope to see you on the field. Don't forget to email me for your sponsored course, subscribe for more real estate, and if you want to know how to pass your test on your very first try, then watch this video over here.